Hey y'all, how y'all doing? I'm doing okay. Um, I'm gonna just go ahead and jump into this conversation. It's 2024. Y'all, there's so many movies and there's so much just like real life documentaries and stuff like that that talks about the situation that could have been avoided. You know, I'm not a big Tyler Perry fan, but darn it, Tyler Perry did movies about this a couple of times. Not just one time, but a couple of times. It was like, family, no, not family that prays, I'm sorry. Family reunion. While the mother was sitting there telling the daughter was saying, hey, you just turned your back when this man just came in my room because he had money and she was the trophy wife. And then she tried to mold her daughter to be the trophy wife. These ladies like this need to get shot and never to be listened to. Y'all, I'm going to show y'all, and I'm not going to talk about the essay with her daughter because I feel like that's BS. I'm like, lady, why you don't have an attorney at this point? Why are you on here talking about this? Why you don't have an attorney? If your man is you're the trophy wife and you getting all this, why are you not talking to your attorney about getting a speedy divorce or a somebody in the was it attorney for criminal behavior towards your children? Why are you not protecting your child? But you want to come on here with good makeup and your wig laid to do this story. I'm trying to understand that as a mother, like a real life mother. I'm like, why are you not protecting your child at all costs? Why are you sitting on live that this man can still reach you and you're still not protecting your child? Whatever you're doing is you're looking for another person. You're letting the world know how available you are and say, hey, this man did this to my daughter, but I don't know what I'm gonna do. Somebody I was reading the comments and they said there's a couple of videos I'm gonna show y'all. It'll be shorts, not videos. Um, that the people in the comments are saying, "Hey, keep this up here so it can help other girls. Help them how?" She made fun of single women basically and told them, "Hey, this is how you're supposed to look. This is you're supposed to do this and you're supposed to do that if you want to attract a high bidding man." Y'all, this lady never once in these videos and shorts and the ones I've seen never talked about family, never talked about love, never talked about being being a trophy wife and being her husband's support system. She never talked about this. But now she coming on here talking about she was a he was a monster. No, baby, you're the monster. You know there's a price to pay for everything you get in life. And that man, and I'm not justifying nothing, but y'all, men are not that intelligent. They know he could be a cheater, he could be gay, he could be whatever, right? But touching a minor, I can't understand. I don't want to ever understand. But for her to say in the video that she was raped, you did not protect your children. You did not once look at him. See, this before this even happened, there was other signs, other discomfort that this man probably put on this child. And we're not talking about that. We just want to say, oh, we're gonna put prayers in your family. Are you a good mom? No, you wasn't. Because before that happened, other stuff actually happened. That's the reason why I tell my kids, I don't care what you do. You tell me. If they said I'm lying, or they say, I don't even tell people my kid is lying, because that is a gate of, well, you know, your mama ain't gonna trust you because she already think you're a liar. That type of stuff. I don't, she has said, I don't even like him sitting on her laps. And lady, you talked about getting spoiled. And if he's not spoiling you, this is what you do. For me, I feel like he has something else in his system. And I mean his record. I think he probably has something in his record that she's coming off. And she can't really tell y'all, hey, he's a SA, he's a SO. She can't tell y'all that. She can't be honest with y'all. Because to me, it feels like she wasn't shocked. See, a mother that did get something like that done to her kid at face value, not years down the road, that's a shock. She didn't give me a shock. She knew something. Like for me to think, to sit here and say, why is this woman so boastful about being a trophy wife and getting what she wants? And this is how you get it. Allow this to happen. And I'm sorry, talking about I can't even sleep. You know what? It's not about sleeping anymore. I promise you it's not. I'm sorry. You can go in a room full of babies and you can tell which child is crying. I'm sorry. I can't be that tired that I don't hear footsteps. I don't hear creeps. I don't hear that. And I turn over, my husband is not there. I'm not that tired, y'all. I'm never too invested in myself that I cannot take care of my house and know what's going on in my house. You cannot tell me that this woman was so self-centered that she didn't know what was going on in her own house under her own roof. I'm sorry. I can't have compassion towards this lady. Children, yes. But Pink, I feel like she needs to go to jail too. I'm sorry, there's too much of this going on in society that we're not holding these mothers accountable. She needs to be in jail too. That is child neglect. I'm sorry to say, we need to start doing that. We need to start thinking like something happens to these children with these mothers' account. And y'all can't tell me this was his real son. This is, I think she had children before they got married. I'm sorry. I think she just recently had another baby. And because she said, I was, y'all haven't seen me in a couple of months. I just had the baby in the video. Hey, Ebony, she's a trophy wife. You probably need to go check her. I'm going to do a couple of shorts because to me, she put her kids in a danger zone just by her content. She didn't care about her kids. You can't come on here crying, talking about, I married a monster. No, you didn't marry a monster. You was always the monster. You married a pedo. That's who you married. You didn't marry a monster. He is a monster, y'all. Don't get it twisted. But you're the monster. Because personally, I feel like he was always one. To me, it's just, I feel that in my bones. He was always one. But y'all know how sometimes women will stand or neglect the red signs? They will ignore them. It's there. It's there for them. They'll ignore them. And then later on, when it comes to attack them, so if he is one, she definitely needs to go to jail. I'm sorry to tell y'all. She definitely needs to go to jail. And it doesn't matter if he was a provider, whatever. She needs to go to jail if he had that on his system, not his system or his record. And y'all don't care how we look at it. Because those type of women was like, well, they lied on him. Because me, I will not be on no live. I'll have an attorney. I will be was an attorney at this point. Real talk. And my attorney will tell me, hey, take that shit down. Take it down. Because we need to make sure this monster is off. You looking like a gold digger and you married this guy. We need to make sure you get justice for your daughter and you get a null marriage. Hey, it's off the records. Hey, and don't make content like this. But you were so self-centered, y'all. Y'all, let's look at it. Just look at it. We're gonna go to the video. I'm sorry, y'all. We gotta go look at this. This is so sad. But it's okay.
Immediately, my first thought.
Y'all see this? I don't know if y'all notice this. Y'all see she trying to force tears. This is your baby. I don't care if you said I've been crying for days. This is your baby. Your baby lost her innocence. I don't care if it was how it happened. She lost her innocence. Nobody can't take. You can't get that back. And you see how she's forcing the crying because she don't want to mess up her makeup. Y'all,
Did someone touch her? Oh God.
y'all see this? Y'all see this? Am I the only one that is upset about this? I have a daughter and I have a son. And I'm sorry to say, somebody harmed them. I won't be on no camera. I would never be on no camera talking about their event. That they can't never get their childhood back. And I'm very compassionate because that is gone. That life of no care is gone. And this mother is so self-centered that she gets on here with her makeup and she don't want to mess it up and she wants to tell you the story so she can still look pleasing on the eyes so she can get views. And this is what pissing me off to the core. And people are saying, you're such a good mom. No, you're not. I'll be somewhere with my child. But she's more concerned about her views and, oh, how can I do it? I'm a mother. And I'm a mother when it comes to any children. You understand? And that's the reason why I go ham on Jazz. I go ham on Chrissy because mothers like that creates these images so these other dumb mamas can come on here and bring any man in their home. And Zendaya, you're on it too. And y'all think it's cute. I'm gonna leave my kids with this man and we're a big happy family. No. So Zaya loves, she didn't leave her daughter, but she left her sons with her boyfriend and she driving the truck. And everybody kept saying, hey, and this was what pissed me off. I was like, hey, he really likes you. You get in his truck. No, he wants to cheat in peace. And I couldn't even grasp to even think. I think it, but I couldn't even grasp commenting because he preferred boys. And they so dumb. They don't see it. It's just like you wasn't a kid before. Some of y'all just y'all don't watch Forensic Files, Deadly Women, Snap. Y'all don't see none of that. Just movies by itself. Hell, I don't even trust my family members with my kids, let alone a stranger or a man. But these ladies are comfortable. This lady was so comfortable telling you, hey, I was his girlfriend on the very first day. You saw what he drove in. You saw what he could provide. The only thing she had to say was what he can do, what we did, what nice restaurants, this and that. That's all. She never once said she loves this man. And getting married to a person don't mean you love them. Having sex with a person doesn't mean you love them. But a lot of women will listen to this bullshit and they'll say, I'm a trophy wife. And they sacrifice everything. Y'all, none of her videos talked about blending your husband with your children you have. None of them. And you want me to feel sorry for a woman that did not even have videos about outside children with your new husband? How do you keep a family together? No, she had none of that. All her videos was about upgrading and looking so you can suit you a rich man. That's all her comments was. Her content. I'm sorry, her content. And yes, I am getting choked up about the children part because it's 2024 and children should not be victims in their own home due to their mothers or fathers. They shouldn't. I'm sorry. Y'all cannot sit here and y'all can go ham on me on the comments, but there's no reason why this mother of four even allowed this to happen. You're the trophy wife. You're supposed to satisfy him, right? He shouldn't be looking for it in your 2-year old daughter, your 4-year old daughter, because mentally he knows that she was not smart enough to see through him. He knew. See, they say predators' best type of woman is a single mother. They say pedophiles, they love those type of women because they're so consumed on, they're so consumed in, you know, finding love and getting satisfied and getting what they needed, and then the kids are just off to themselves. That's the reason I don't date in my home. I don't date in my home, y'all. Mm-mm. No kid don't. No man knows where my refrigerator is, let alone where my kid's room is. All right. So if I'm dating, he comes to the house, trust me, it'll be my dad there. He knows how to use a gun. No man and no woman should ever be this comfortable with neglecting her children to be for money. No woman. No woman. Y'all, I'm so upset. You know what, Ebony? That's not even, you know, what they really like is that desperate, what is that called? Damsel in distress female. I had a homegirl, and y'all, I told this story plenty of times before, and I'll tell it again. I said, hey, girl, I got this guy. I don't want to talk to him, but can you entertain him? She said, done deal. Y'all, we swipe men like that, okay? I don't want to entertain him, but can you entertain him? So when maybe like I gave her the phone number, she called him. He came to the house. I said, girl, you crazy? I didn't know him from Adam. And hell, you don't even know him from Adam. And before you know it, she she has, she made the whoopee with him. He stayed the night. The next morning, her food stamps hit. Y'all, and this is no lie. She screwed him on the 10th, the 11th, he knew that she had food stamps because she wanted to go shopping with him. Oh, well, I got the extra body. I need the help. No, you don't. So this man automatically knew how weak she was instantly. He instantly knew how weak she was. And that man played her like a fiddle. He did. And I assume that she complained about her kids, her daughters, to him. I knew he was gonna, if they didn't break up, he probably would have done something to one of those girls or that boy. Because that was the type of guy he would have been. To me, I personally didn't like the fact that he was so aggressive. What are you being aggressive for? You coming to my house? Hold on, let me find somebody better. Here, just entertain him. You don't have to bring him because I can't entertain an aggressive person. But y'all, I wasn't never expecting her to bring him to the house and open herself up that wide. All because she's single. Y'all, we single, but we're not lonely. We're not alone. Ladies, when we look at these other women that says trophy wife, this is how you become the best wife, this is how you keep your man. Realize that they don't say anything about love, equal back and forth. Why are we listening to them? Because if that man loved her and she loved him, they wouldn't even have this video right now. If she even loved herself, she wouldn't even have this video right now. Yes, do we mothers, we make mistakes because we fall in love? Yes. But there is too many cautions. So they like, this is a caution tale. This is not caution tale. No. This is a selfish tale. That's not funny, man. That's funny. Oh, somebody I knew. Did she get the car back? Yeah, that's not funny. But it's funny. Well, I hope she got the car back. But she won't do that again. But ladies, when we become mothers, we get this protection sensor. I don't know if y'all know. Like, if my baby cries, like if you have a newborn baby, and a lot of people don't know because a lot of people probably never experienced, pregnancy, and it's okay. Um, but when you get a newborn baby and they start crying, your body automatically produces milk. Our body naturally, something naturally from our nervous system attach ourselves to this child. It never goes away. Y'all, I never lost a child. And I don't I never, my children never experienced anything traumatic like that. But I will only hope and pray that I can feel their pain instantly. And to me, I'm lost of words. I am. This lady is disgusting to me. I think she takes y'all. She's right there with Nika, and y'all know Nika from Sumter, South Carolina. You know what I know. She's right there with Nika. I don't care how you look. I don't care how fancy your channel is. I don't care how many subscribers you got. If you in 2024 allow this to happen under your nose, and you come on here and you toss your hair, you put your makeup on, and you think, hey, I got the best life because my husband spoils me. And this is how y'all get your man to spoil y'all too. Well, first, how do you make sure your man don't spoil you? Don't get caught up with the pedo. And I personally feel like he must have been a pedo when she met him. It gives me, yeah, he got a record. And we won't know who he is because she don't have his information. She don't put him on her channel. So, they never did a video. So to me, I feel like she definitely tried to hide him too. Because, normal people, when they're proud to be married, they normally say their last name, right? And they always talk about their man. But to me, I feel like she hid him not because of his job, not because she was a YouTuber, because of his record. That's how I personally feel. Hey, hey, Osline. But I love Houston, and she's visiting. Yo, I can't. That car was wild to me. But y'all, if y'all have kids, hold them tightly. Hold them tightly. Um, and yes, if I sound y'all, when I tell people I don't date with my children, I really mean that. Well, what if he wants to? That's the reason why. I always look at men that ask me about my kids, like when we first start talking, and they might ask me like not general questions like, "Oh, do you have kids?" That's a general question, but I feel like some questions can be, no, I'm good. I pass. I don't even ask men certain questions about their kids either, because I don't like, for example, I don't like, trust me, if a man ever asks me about what I have, and I'm gonna tell y'all another story. Um, like, oh, is your girl this age, or your girl or your boys are this age? Because I always say I have two boys and one girl. So I I mix it up in a way that they don't know what age is what. So I said I got a 16-year-old, da 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 da. And then if they want more detail, I just definitely won't date you because now I'm like, okay. So I don't tell them nothing about my children's learning behavior. I don't tell them. It's very small talk about my children. It's very small, like very small. I don't tell them what school they go to. And this is in dating form. I don't care if I'm dating you for 5 years. You would never be in the same room with my kids if I'm dating you. It has nothing to do with I don't trust you. But my kids' domain is their home. So if we're not getting married, I don't really care how you feel about not getting to know my kids. That's just how I look at it. I was like, and it's okay. I'm not that desperate to have a man to pay my bills. I'm just not, y'all. I struggle. And I'll be damned, I struggle with a guy. And I still gotta deal with some of the stuff they have to deal with. And and I pray, even these mommies on YouTube, I pray that their kids are protected. I really do. I really do. Zadea, I pray that all her kids are protected. And when I say her, just her, because y'all, her baby is not even 1 years old. Is he one or is he almost about to be one? The one that she was pregnant with the baby daddy that got um I don't even think that baby is at least 1 years old. Y'all, I didn't date. Like, I don't know if y'all know, my kids are 6 years apart. Like, one is, like I said, 16, 11, and 4. He about to be 4. All my kids are like 6 years apart. So, what that tells you is, like, none of them never met any man I dated. Maybe my oldest daughter. Yeah, she was my ride and die. And she didn't like him. I couldn't date you. My daughter said I can't date you. And she liked one person. And ever since that one person, me and him didn't work out, I never introduced her to another man. And y'all, and like I said, I wasn't perfect dating with a child. But then later on, after I had my sons, I definitely looked at it totally different. I didn't want my sons to think it was normal for a man to come in and out of my bedroom. Mm-mm. And he had to also watch me struggle, pay bills. And he sees Mr. John over here leaving the house at 5 o'clock. No, I didn't want him to think that was normal. And it wasn't normal. But y'all, like I said, I'm about to have another video on a funny matter. But right now, I just pray that if y'all are anybody that's out there that wants love, well, everybody wants love. Okay? We want somebody to make us feel special, spoil us. We do. We all want that, but in good ways. You want to love him unconditionally, and you want him to love you unconditionally. There should be never a ounce of feeling betrayed. Your children should never be a bait, because some women they use that. When I hear women, it makes my teeth clench, right? When I hear women say, "Oh, he's so good with my kids," interesting. Do you have any kids? That's one thing I didn't like about Chris. Chris later on, Chris found out that he had a daughter, and and personally, my personal opinion, she wanted to be seen. But even if she didn't want to be seen, I felt like he didn't even take time with his daughter. You know, he didn't go to a birthday party. He didn't hold his daughter the way he hold Ava, and he didn't say, "Hey, buddy, let's go and park the car." He didn't do none of that. But he was so comfortable with Jazz kids because one, he didn't care about his responsibilities. Hey, Toy Toy, but to each his own. I'm not telling people not to date while they're single with children. I'm not telling y'all that. I'm just saying, just protect them. And no man, and I'm being honest with you, I feel like she had 4 kids before she got married. Y'all, only soldiers and only soldiers. Let me get this right. Only young soldiers that wants to move out of the barracks. We don't want to talk about this, but we're going to talk about it. Only young soldiers that wants to move out of barracks and pedos, or there can be some good men. So I'm not going to take them away, but we're not talking about them. Only soldiers and pedos will wife up a woman with children. You can fight me in my comment section because they're the most vulnerable ones that know that these women need them. If I'm lying, please tell me something different. Only military soldiers that needs to get out of the barracks that haven't made their rank yet will marry women with children. Because in their mind, they got a poor mindset, right? They got a poor mindset. They just like, oh, I can get more BH and I can get this and I can get this. That's the poor mindset. And also petters. Because hey, she gonna need me more than I need her. So why I can't milk it? Y'all always gotta look at it like that. But and Toya, and it's not just men, y'all. It could be females too, y'all. And it could be females. But y'all, when I really started looking at money, and after I saw the Eric and Lyle's documentary off of Netflix, right? And everybody's sitting there wondering, like, this mother turned her back while she knew her sons could, was getting assaulted. And and the reason why, and one of her friends said it was hard for women to get anything back from divorce settlements from rich husbands. And y'all, why did I automatically thought of what was that baby? My favorite, Betty. I love Betty. I yes, I love Betty. Yeah, y'all know Betty I'm talking about. The woman score. I love her. I was like, darn, those women was trapped in marriages because of money or because of they was going to lose friends because of their husbands was being weird with their children. She rather risk all that and turn her back. That was crazy to me. And y'all, and now when I'm thinking about it, that's what happened to Betty. And, you know, Betty Rockridge story. She really she really lost her friends due to her marriage, her divorce from her husband. She didn't really care that she divorced him per se, but she lost her status in society. And status is more important than your children or Betty, her freedom. Y'all get what I'm saying? So to me, it's like this woman right here did not care about her kids. She didn't. Not one bit. But y'all, I want to say thank y'all because thank y'all for joining me. And if it's not with your kids, just pray for the nation, y'all, because some things are starting to make me worry that and I don't know if y'all keep up with the laws, but about 2 years ago they were trying to push a law. I think California was all ages could consent. And that is crazy to me. So a 5-year old can consent, can have consent. Um, For crying out loud, the gay the gay chorus, the gay boy chorus in San Francisco really wrote a song about um we're coming for your children. And y'all don't believe me. Let's look it up. Like, let's go. I'm not going to sing the whole I'm not going to play the whole thing, but they actually did have a song. And also they want to put a P for, pedos and that alphabet mafia club. So y'all just pray for y'all nation. And then just my nation too, but y'all don't believe me. Look.
As we celebrate Pride and the progress we've made over these past years, there's still work to be done. So to those of you out there who are still working against equal rights, we have a message for you. You think we're sinful? You fight against our rights. You say we all lead lives you can't respect. But you're just frightened. You think that we'll corrupt your kids if our agenda goes unchecked. Fine, just this once, you're correct. We'll convert your children. Happens bit by bit, quietly and subtly, and you will barely notice it. You can keep them from disco, warn about San Francisco, make them wear pleated pants, we don't care. We'll convert your children. We'll make them tolerant and fair. At first I didn't get why these.
Did y'all see how creepy that was? And y'all see how pedophiles come in your house? Just saying. Just saying. If they came out with this song, we're gonna come and get your children. Well, why y'all don't think that's what pedophiles do? That's the reason why they want a P in that alphabet community. I'm just saying. Now, if y'all just an old time, y'all in the chat, y'all old time, you know, lovers of the same sex, it is. But yo, I'm a fast forward. You think that's creepy? I think that's creepy. Hold on. Hey, y'all think that's creepy. All right, let's go. Let me fast forward. Y'all think that's creepy. All right, let's play it.
Someone's gotta teach them not to hate. We're coming for them. We're coming for your children. We're coming for
They wrote this song.
Your children will care about fairness and justice for others. Your children will work to convert all their sisters and brothers. Then soon we're almost certain.
Yeah. Am I lying? They wrote a song. And not only two people sung it, right? They got a group of people that be like, yeah, this is a good idea. That's a good idea. And now you see why California is having a children under the age of 5, over the age of 5, that can have consent. And this doesn't alarm y'all. But like I said, I'm everybody's parent. Okay, when it comes down to getting mistreated, or yes, I will fight for anybody's kids. Okay, but y'all, I got to get on a better spirit because this really hurt my heart, y'all. This really did. Um, because no children should ever lose their innocence. They shouldn't. Y'all, they shouldn't. I really want to, like, I get, them, that I just talked about, the Erics and Lau. Hey, this is not trying to say any party is, I'm not trying to say any party, but this is what happens when we don't know what we're voting for. This is stuff that can get passed. This is stuff that, certain bills shouldn't be like common sense, like kids. Kids. Why are we talking about you know, S content for a kid that don't even know the Easter Bunny is alive? Is the Easter Bunny is real? They still believe in Santa Claus, but they're old enough to say, "Yeah, I like to play with this 90-year-old man that gives me lollipops." That doesn't make any sense. But they was proud to tell you, we about to convert your children. Coming after your children. And Toya, don't feel bad, because there's actually good men. That's actually good men that love a family union. You know what I'm saying? They love it. There's men that loves family. There's a man out there for everybody that will love your children as his own, and not not to, you're you don't have to bid your children off to them. See, a lot of women now, I'm starting to think they kind of bid their children off to their kids. And when I saw, what's her name? I think Beauty D is her name. I felt like she was disgusting too when she came in and talked about the CBS, not CBS, but the CPS claim that her husband was doing inappropriate things to her 16-year-old daughter. And I said, why would you even say that? See, and you know what? And that's perfectly fine. Like I always say, I give myself, my daughter will be at the house in, like, probably, I'll say, a good, comfortable out the house at about 2 more years. And when I mean that is 2 more years, she will be 18. I will have my boys, but my son will be a little bit older. And my other son, it depends on my other son is talking. Because y'all don't, some of y'all might not know, my son doesn't talk. It's not like he's mute. He just refuses to say words. Okay. Um, and later on, I'm still having a hard time accepting his diagnosis of autism. I don't want to accept that, but that's just me and my personal belief. Um, because he walks on his tippy toes and whatever little kids do. To me, he's a perfectly normal 3-year-old that has imagination. He likes to dance. He does his tippy toes. How's this work? How's this? He's that kid. You just don't talk, and you can't. And he has his, like, his breakdowns and stuff like that, just like any typical kid. But it is what it is. Okay. You know what? I really do admire that. And I'll probably be one of those people. After you have kids and it don't work out with the fathers, obviously you have a different approach to things. Everybody's different. Um, some people they get married and they date outside like I date outside my house. So when that means is I won't cook with you, my kids. You will probably never be in my house. Even my kids are away for the summer. You just will never be in their space, and that's their space. And for me, it's kind of I feel selfish to have another person in my house, and this is just real talk. Have another person in my house and eating my kids' stuff. I have a big problem with that. So no, I don't cook meals for a man unless he's buying the groceries and he's providing the heat and the pans. I'll cook at his house, but he won't never have a meal at my house. I feel like that's a bad sign to tell my kids. If it don't work out, it just don't work out. You take care of your kids and call it a day. And if I if I love somebody, I want to get to know them more than what he can give me. Okay, any man can tell you what he can give you. He can provide that and everything, but there's got to be a catch 22. If a man is giving you everything you're asking for, and this woman in this one of her shorts, she talked about she can get whatever she wants, and if he's not giving her something, I'm looking at him side eye. There gotta be a catch 22. A man just don't do that. There's got to be a check and balances. Like if he buys you a Gucci bag or a Louis Vuitton bag, and then you say, "Hey, I want the luggage to match my bag," right? And he said, "Okay." Then you come back and say, "I want a Berkeley bag." I'll assume that he was like, "You're doing too much. Calm down. Let's see what we can do." Oh, I want a bigger ring. I want a different ring. That's what I got from her. I didn't never get like, "Hey, hon, how was your day?" Let's, you know what? Let me just turn the kids down for the night and we do whatever you want to do. I never once heard her say that. And ladies, this is what most men want. They want a compassionate woman. Y'all, we can be a pain in the ass. I will raise my hand. That'll be the first to raise my hand. I'm a pain in the ass. But I'm very compassionate. When I like a man, I care about his feelings. I care about his thoughts. This woman didn't say anything about the opposite sex. That just blew me away. Like, how in the hell you telling a woman to be a trophy wife and it's all about you, and it's never about him? And that's the reason why I feel like that's what happens to a lot of marriages. Even I'm not talking about the pedo part of the downside. I'm talking more about the cheating side. Because women, they start consuming in themselves and they cannot get over themselves. Now, Toy, I see that Toy's in my channel and she's been married for some years. And somebody else might have been married for some years, but I just don't know. And it's okay because sometimes y'all keep y'all private life private, okay? But Toy, and I always can feel that she has some type of compassion towards her husband for them to be married long and for her to even still like her husband. I can honestly probably say that I don't even know her, that she has compassion. She cares about his feelings and she cares about what he's going through. This woman did not. So of course, I'm not I'm just saying that's how your children become victims. And I don't want my kids to ever be a victim. because of my stupidity. All right. But I'll talk to y'all beautiful people later. I'm about to do another video because I need to giggle and laugh. And I need to giggle and laugh. But I think it's still a bad idea because the person I'm doing a video on is somebody who brought a man into her house. Ah, I don't know what happened to y'all. Just what happened to when I was younger and I didn't have kids. I always wanted to date the man with his own car, his own money, his own job. His I always wanted, and I still want that. Okay, even if I'm married, I'm like, yo, do you have your own house? Like, I'm getting tired of you. Go home to your own house. We probably won't be married. We won't be married very long with that attitude. But seriously, I want my own space. Okay, and for her to be homeless with this new man and his kids is like, y'all, it's a shit show. But I'm about to do a video. Who's that? But y'all, like I said before, hold your kids, smile at them, even if it's hard. We all going through bad times right now, financially, stress, jobs, the election, whatever. Just smile at your kids. Know that you're human and let them know that you're there. All right, and and give them eye contact because I see a lot of parents not doing that now. They're more focused on your phone. Give your kids about 15 minutes. And that sounds like forever, right? But give your kids 15 minutes of a back and forth conversation. Help them to be able to have a functional conversation with somebody, with you having one with them. Just like, hey, how's your day? Just give them you don't have to stare at them. Y'all know what I mean. You don't have to stare at them like they be like, oh gosh, this woman is crazy. I'm ready to put her in a nursing home. Not like that, but just be there for your children. So when something does come up, you don't have to look and say, did somebody do that to you? Because you can automatically feel it. Y'all, and I'm dead serious. You can feel something's wrong with your kids instantly. Your kids will tell you they like somebody. They really will. They might not tell you, but just their actions. Like I said, when you kill their innocence, that's part of their innocence. Because for some odd reason, you ever had those kids that know they didn't like nobody? They didn't like nobody. And they go to that one person. Children know. Okay? Don't be acting stupid. Children know. You got that baby that cries when everybody's like, oh, let me see it. Let me see it. And then she cries, and there one person, just a random one person, and they be infatuated with that person. And you better look at the people that your child don't want to be around. That's real talk. My son said, I don't like being over here. I believe him. I believe him. My daughter comes and say, I really don't like this teacher. I believe her. I believe her. I teach my sons, hey, you don't take nothing for nobody except your grandfather. Well, after you get 10, after you get 15, you don't take no money from your grandfather either. Okay, you're a boy. You go out and you try to make it. That's what I try to raise them. I try to teach my daughter, hey, nobody gives you nothing for free. You're gonna put out something. And I told her that right when she turned 14. And that time, y'all, teachers and students love affair started, blossoming on the news. Yeah, and I know y'all, I'm not the only one that have to tell my daughter, hey, if there's a teacher that does super stuff for you, you hurry up and tell me. And my daughter don't even have a cell phone. So yes, 2024, my daughter don't have a cell phone. But there's there's no Facebook of adding the teachers and nothing like that. So to me, I'm like, Okay, we're good, you know. But she should know, danger and just being too creepy. Yes, my son too. Hey, your coach tell you he needs you to stay after. You tell him my mama got to be there. So if y'all playing extra, you doing extra practice at his house after 11 o'clock. Where y'all doing it at? Exactly. Y'all, and it's not just y'all. We have stories about creeps all the time. Look at the tales of two Corys. The parents just nonchalant just kept moving, and the kids was in hell in Hollywood. Do I feel like somebody touched Michael as a young kid? Yeah, I really do. Like now looking at it, somebody touched that boy under his mama and his daddy's care. I think that's the reason why he protected Janet the way he did. See, the other boys, they probably was like fast, but something Michael never grew up. Like mentally, Michael Jackson never grew up, and it kind of should break our hearts. Like, damn, that man really never grew up. Like, just looking back at some videos of him just acting very childlike. Like, man, that man never really grew up. R. Kelly, he is who he is. Um, it's even I don't know if it's true or not, but they don't even say Diddy when he went to the Catholic school. Um, but R. Kelly, he's definitely it's been definitely his sister did some things to him that he couldn't shake off. Whatever he was, he's still 7 mentally in his mind. He's still 7. We're sitting there not even thinking about it. We're sitting there jamming to Ignition, and you be like, hold up, a grown man is singing this song? Really? Did you hear the remix? That should break us. It should break our hearts because they do grow up as children. Those children grow up as adults that can't function. They don't know. They know, but they don't know. They don't understand that it's not good. Real talk. So I really, like I said, my prayers goes out to the daughters, not the mother. The mother needs to be in jail. Because there's no excuse why it happens on her account in 2024. I'm sorry. She needs to be in jail. And we're just gonna keep it moving. But y'all have a beautiful day. And I'll talk to y'all beautiful people later. Bye.